All right. I love that video. Really appreciate everybody's time tonight. My name is Tim Herr. I'm joining you right now from Southern California. And tonight I'm going to share with you some information really about Riman, how this opportunity works, how the products work, why it's such a special time for everybody right now to take a close look at this opportunity. And we've got a very special guest tonight. We've got the great Dr. Stephanie Rimka joining us. And I know you're going to love her testimonial and her background. My background's nowhere near as exciting as hers. You know, I was literally, I was working at a go-kart track about 30 years ago while I was in high school. Someone had called me, showed me this business, said, hey, you can make a lot of money, sharing stuff. And I was like, I can do that. So I got started part-time. And, I was very fortunate to just pay attention and learn. And my first year was able to make, a six-figure income while I was in high school. And I said, this is awesome. I love it. And it's been a dream come true ever since. So, I can just let everybody know tonight, we're not going to share with you anything that's too difficult to do. Really, if you've got, if you've got a good heart and want to share something and financially benefit from it, this might be the right place for you. So let's talk a little bit about Riman. Riman actually, it's really interesting. They started in 2018 out of South Korea. And when they got started, and I'll tell a little bit about the story about the products, but when they got started, they had unparalleled growth. It was unprecedented growth. They really grew so fast, and they did over $2.5 billion in revenue out of South Korea in a very short period of time. And, obviously we all know in 2020, whenever, there was a lot of restrictions because of what was going on with the situation that happened there in COVID or whatever, there was a lot of people that they couldn't expand this company international. So they just focused in on Korea. And once those restrictions were removed, they started to grow international, and they decided, hey, look, you know what? We got the #1 rated K-beauty brand in the world. Let's take this thing around the world. And they've sold over 35 million bottles of the X cream in South Korea alone. And out of a population of 55 million people in a country that's about the size of Indiana, that's obviously impressive, right? I mean, they've done a really great job. North America, we've got first movers advantage right now with just really getting open up here right now. It's really a brand new opportunity in North America. Most people right now have never heard of, not even most people, I would say 99.999 of the people have never heard of Riman in North America. So the timing's right. They just pre-launched as well in Taiwan in December. They just launched obviously in Hong Kong as well. And they're perfectly positioned to start growing internationally at a very rapid rate. So when you look at the success they've had, everybody's always talking about, man, you know what? They've won so many awards, over 20 some odd awards. They've got over 13 patents on their products. And it's really a special product. And I've never seen products in this industry that have had such a dramatic effect. And tonight we're going to be talking about 3 major brands in Derm, right? That's the flagship. Obviously, that's what everybody is so fired up about is, I call it the rewind button for your face. It's like, I've never seen a product that has been able to knock 5 years off my face within the first week of using it. The Boto Lab is our hair care and body care, and then the Lifening is our nutritional line. So we'll talk a little bit about these tonight. Before I jump into Derm, we're going to show a quick video that's going to do a better job than I can of illustrating it. They're going to be talking about some major things tonight. But when they talk about byungpo, you'll hear that word byungpo in this quick video. When you hear that word byungpo, is what that is tiger grass. So it's actually a grass that that the researchers discovered when tigers would get wounded, they would roll around and sleep in this grass. So what they did was they realized, hey, there's some healing properties there. And a lot of people started using byungpo inside their skincare products. But we have a special new strain of this byungpo plant, this tiger grass. It's giant size. And we were able to get access to the lava energy water on the Halasan volcano. And we sprayed it on this grass that we had inside of our smart farm, and it grew, and we patented that new plant. So it's kind of interesting. And we'll talk a little bit about it in this video. So I'm going to jump out of the way, show you this quick video, and then make sure everything makes sense and get myself out of the way and introduce you to the great Dr. Stephanie Rimka. And when you talk about cosmeceutical brands, when you talk about Derm, really what we are, we're a category creator. So what's happened with this Derm line is when we were able to get access to the Jeju lava energy water, and we were able to get access to basically putting together our own plant, right? This new form of giant byungpo. Usual tiger grass is the size of a quarter. This new one that we were able to make is the size of your hand. So it's like 5 to 10 times too big. And when they put together this formula, what they did was they took the product and they sent it through a microfluidization process. And what that basically means is simply this. It's basically reserved for any type of transdermal absorption with medical. It's like a medical grade technology. If you've ever seen like lidocaine cream or cortisone cream, testosterone or estrogen cream, any type of hormone cream, they use this, this microfluidization process, so it absorbs into your skin, but it's never been used in, a skincare product. So whenever they put this formula together, people just got unbelievable results. And we have the Radiance 100 line where 100% of that product has actually been microfluidized. So it's really unique the way that they've actually made these products. So when people try these products, they're like, oh, they're blown away, obviously, by the results they get, because literally if you're knocking 5 or 10 years off somebody's face right away, and they're like, whoa, I've never seen such an amazing result out of a skincare product. But there's actually science behind it and the way that it's been put together. And that's the reason why it's a cosmeceutical product. Everybody that tries the product, I mean, it's unbelievable. I've never seen a product like it. I've been in the skincare industry now for the last 16 years. I've sold over $1 billion worth of skincare, and I've never seen a product that's even close to as great as this product is. So it's really exciting, obviously, to be able to have our hands on something like this. If tonight you're looking at this business and maybe you're just wanted to find out more about the products, get back to your buddy that, invited you on and say, hey, look, you know what? I want to try these products out. You'll start using them. You'll fall in love and say, hey, you know what? I think I want to promote this stuff, right? So also, if you're looking for the income opportunity, we'll be talking about that as well tonight. The Deserta Cola is really our hair care product. It's one of our patented ingredients. In Korea, they talk about how this product can actually help with hair growth. We don't talk about that in the United States, obviously, but it's amazing to be able to use a product like this. I was really scared and concerned about my hair, really falling out. I think every man, they kind of at some point in their life kind of get concerned a little bit about that. And I was starting to realize it. When I would brush my hair, there'd be like hair in there. I was like, dang, this is rough. So I wanted to try this product out, fell in love with it, and I've never been more fired up about any type of hair care product than that. The Swan, I'm not going to get into that, tonight, but it's a phenomenal product. We can go more into details and product training about that. Our lifening products, absolutely phenomenal. The Deep Talk product, I can just tell you, you try that out and you will see results. I'm talking about the next morning, you will see results. So I'm not going to touch that one. The Beauty Collagen Ampule, the new formula just came out in August. I mean, this product's an award-winning product, delicious, but it's got the glutathione, the selenium, everything that really everybody's looking for right now. A lot of hot buzzwords, but the product absolutely works. I have to trim my nails now all the time because I've been using these products. So we're going to move forward. I just wanted to share with you, we've got more of these coming up soon. Ultimate Rich Experience Kits. We had a little test run of those that we got a chance to be able to get our hands on, but we've got obviously some more major shipping coming in. So get ready for that in the middle of next month. That's going to be really exciting. Obviously, everybody's looking forward to that. And the collagen masks, these are going to be coming to an end, obviously, this month. So if you haven't tried these out, make sure tonight, if you do get started, you ask your friend that invited you on the call a little bit about this Collagen 100 sheet, how it works, why it works, and how you can get your hands on it as well. It's another limited time offer product that everybody's so excited about. But I want to get myself out of the way right now, and I'm excited. Every time I get the opportunity to be able to hear from this next individual, I'm always delighted and honored. Her time is so very valuable. I always get anytime I call, I'm hoping I'm not bugging her because she's got so many things going on in her life, making such an impact on so many people's lives. And tonight, you know what? I think you're going to hear some great value. She's going to share with you why she's so excited about Riman and a little bit about her background as well. And I think you're going to be more than blown away. Dynamic leader, powerful, just online influencer, but also in front of the room influencer. Whenever she talks, people listen. And I'm excited tonight to be able to get a chance. I got my journal here and I'm going to be taking some vigorous notes. So I'm going to hand the call over to Dr. Stephanie Rimka. Thanks for being with us and welcome to the call.
Oh man, thank you, Tim. So now I'm even more nervous. So this is my first corporate call, so please bear with me. I have no script. I didn't see the PowerPoint ahead of time, but he's like, hey, just come on in and talk. I go, are you sure you want me to do that? But when it comes to talking about Riman, first, I'm just going to talk about, okay, you want me to introduce myself and who I am, because some people may not know me. All right, so I'm Dr. Rimka. I am in private practice in Atlanta. I've been practicing roughly 25 years. I've had 6 brick and mortars. I'm also virtual now, and I do telehealth and offer courses. So I see patients and teach people all over the world. I specialize in mental health, brain health, from a holistic standpoint, from an orthomolecular psychiatry. Big word, but basically I'm a bridge between ancient principles from nature to restore the body to its natural divine state of joy and bliss, coupled with technology that focuses in electromagnetic medicine. So I use a lot of electricity, a lot of magnetism. You know, the barbaric term many of you may know of is like electric shock therapy that you saw from a movie, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. We are much more sophisticated in how we do this because you're an electromagnetic being of light. Now, that sounds like a whole lot of words, and it is. All that means is I help people reverse autism, schizophrenia, bipolar, PTSD, suicidal ideation, depersonalization, anxiety, panic attacks, and I've been doing it for decades. And I do it in a drug-free approach. I've done it with Navy SEALs, military veterans. I've done it from vaccine-injured children to parents of special needs children that in and of themselves can't sleep or whatever. Also Alzheimer's, MS, Lyme, mold. These are all things I deal with because they're all based in nervous system and brain dysregulation. Again, a lot of big words, a lot of big words. I get it. I just help people feel better from being trapped with a inflamed, out of control brain. And that usually happens from nutrient deficiencies and high levels of toxicity. Those are your two main reasons this are going to happen. You might have a trauma like a concussion. Okay, that happens too. Now, so why the heck am I here talking about skincare? A few reasons. I'm just going to talk about myself as a 51-year-old woman, a mother of an 18-year-old boy, a business owner, doing my thing. And although I may be seen as an influencer or a smart or whatever, at the end of the day, I also just want to be pretty and attractive and desired and wanted and feel like the most special girl in the world to at least one person. Okay. And about 2 years ago, I started testosterone replacement. And suddenly, about 6 months ago or so, I broke out with extreme severe cystic acne from it, 30 to 50 lesions at a time, very deeply along all my neck. As you can see, I don't have long hair, so I couldn't even hide it. Everything that was along the jawline, around the neck, the back of my neck, up into my scalp, my temples. It was in pain. It was embarrassing. Layering on makeup. Not wanting to wash my face before I went to bed with my partner. Just all the things. I don't want to go to the beach. Oh my gosh, I don't want to get my face wet, and he'll see everything that's happening. Who at 50 wants to have this happen? Okay. Dealing with my hormone replacement doc, no understanding of what to do. All we could do, she's like, I need to take you off all the testosterone. Within 3 to 4 weeks of that, the acne had slightly, maybe, less breakouts, but they were still there. These typically take 6 to 8 weeks to resolve on me. And it was rough. And so now we took me off the testosterone. I was tired, fatigued, couldn't sleep, getting depressed. And I told her, I said, look, I don't know. I don't think I can decide between feeling like I almost want to die at this point or clear skin. This cannot be my choices. So then, of course, the drug options came out. Well, do you want to go on spironolactone? Do you want to go on this? You want to go on retin-A? I'm like, I am such a holistic person, you guys. I threw away a TV at 22 years old because a mentor told me to do that. I haven't had a TV or watched TV since I was 22. I haven't used deodorant or antiperspirant since I was 22. I haven't used shampoo since about 25 years, 22, 25. I wash my hair once a month when I get it cut. Like, to give you an idea that I don't keep beauty products around. I don't use the kinds of things people do. I've been eating an organic, gluten-free type of diet for 20 years. I'm very crunchy granola. I wear the cleanest makeup on earth that I can find. I do want to keep it tight. Okay, so I want to have cool hair and I want to have some lipstick, but I make sure I source it from here. My nail polish is actually sourced from Korea because Koreans do clean things. Okay, there's a trend there in case you don't notice it. Points on a line. So in my desperation, what I was using was not working. It's a very, very clean line, not helping at all. One of my friends I reached out to, and I'm like, what is this stuff you're doing? I see your posts. I see what's going on. And in full disclosure, I've been on 6 different, 6 or 7 scientific or medical advisory boards for corporations. I consult for things like red light therapy, CBD. For multiple years, I've been doing these things, genetics, optimization, longevity. I'm on a board of an educational institute. I teach continuing education to doctors. So I'm on multiple boards and do several things outside of my private practice. One of the companies I was consulting for came out with a skincare line. They wanted me to review it. I did. And I said, you've got to be kidding, because I will never touch this with a 10-foot pole. Nobody I know will touch this with a 10-foot pole. I can never sell or endorse this. It's toxic. It's full of cancer-causing chemicals. This is awful. So in that desperation, I said, aren't you guys worried about this Korean thing? And they go, what? They go, Riman. I'm seeing it everywhere. I don't know what it is, but everyone's talking about it. And so I reached out and they go, no, we're not worried. I go, I think you should be. And so I called to a friend. She sent me some product. I didn't watch a video. I didn't know a thing. I really barely knew anything about nothing. I was so desperate. I washed my face with it, I'm like, boo, say boo. What? Why? What is that? I don't understand. This sounds so stupid. Seriously. I was like, how many steps you want me to do? I'm like, I barely washed my face. All the stories. Okay. I did it though. I did the things. I did, okay, put the boost, the spray, the things, okay, the cream, go to bed. I woke up the next day, looked in the mirror, and literally like doing these things. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. What's that? What's going on? What? 75% reduction, redness all gone, well, the cysts flat. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, that can't be right. I mean, and I was doing all of it going, I just don't understand what's happening here. 75% improvement at least overnight. I was like, I'm not going to cry yet. I'm not going to cry yet. I'm really happy though. Thank you so much. I'm not going to cry. Wash my face again, put it on. Did the same thing the next day. That second day, I did cry, tears of joy and gratitude. I went online and I made a video. I'm like, let me tell you, I can't get over this. You need it. And kind of since then, Spirit has just opened a path for me. Riman, Rimka, the name is almost exactly the same. We got one letter different. I think Spirit was like, baby girl, here, this is where it is. And in more full disclosure, for the last year and a half, I would say, I've been formulating my own skincare line. I have been in there, the potions and lotions. I've been experimenting with all kinds of molecules. I was speaking to a Korean distributor. I was going to have it made there. As soon as I did this, I went, well, I'm going to tap out on that whole idea because this is 100 times better. And I think I'll just sell this because they sure seem to have figured it out. I go, I don't know what magic unicorn sauce farts are in this stuff, but I love it. So then I looked it up and I went, you've got to be kidding me. I never heard of Byung Pool. I never heard of the frequency, Jeju. Like frequency. I read it. I go, frequency water? What are these people talking about? And then I looked into it and my mind was blown, and it makes complete sense to me why this is working the way it's working now, because I understand energy, frequency, and electromagnetics and radiation because I do it for a living and I bridge ancient technology. These are ancient heritage plants with outrageous liposomal microfluidization technology. You've taken something together and put it into like Greek mythology superhero results. And that's what we're getting. And that's what that frequency water actually is. Active volcanoes create radiation that actually heal things and make everything like super mythology, like titans around them. That's what has gone on here. And the genius of this owner and developer has done something I've never seen before. And it makes total sense because none of us have had access to it before. No wonder my skin never saw this before. No wonder nothing's ever worked like this. And I'm telling you, I was doing all kinds of things, making my own chemistry sets from everything from the research that told me it should have cleared up my skin, but it wasn't doing it. And so I'm like, okay, I don't really understand what's going on here. So I am back on my testosterone. My skin is better than ever. I just interviewed my esthetician, medical esthetician, who was injecting cortisone. I got to the point, I let him inject the cortisone. I couldn't even take the pain, and I had to be on stages. I had to be speaking in front of thousands of doctors. I go, I can't do this. I'm losing my confidence. I can't walk on a stage and feel weak. I can't do it. I need it fixed. So I temporarily even let him go, do it, extract them, do what you got to do. I don't have to do any of that anymore. She saw my face this week, Tuesday, and just said, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. There's literally nothing to extract. There's nothing to inject. She's like, I need what you have. I'm going to ship it to you. I said, I'll send it to you, girl. She's like, I've never seen it. That's the most radical change in skin I've ever seen. And it's like 2 months of use. She goes, it's brighter, it's glowing. I'm like, it's this luminous light stuff. I didn't know about it either. So I'm not a skin expert. I'm a brain health expert. Okay. I'm a mental health expert. And a lot of those problems are caused by toxicity. So that's my personal testimony, mind blowing. And everybody I have using it is like the same. Maybe it's not overnight as dramatic, but within 2-3 days, they're like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, I know I'm not. It's tiger grass and Jeju water. That's all you need to know. It's just lava water. I don't know. And I joke, I've looked at the science. You don't need to know the magical ingredients. You don't need to know any of the things. You're like, honey, it's tiger grass and this frequency water. It's amazing. It's magic stuff from Korea. That's all you have to say. That's really all anybody needs to know because they don't really care either. They just want to know, can it fix it? Can it make it prettier? Can it make it cleaner? And then for people like me, a lot about clean matters, right? I'm that crunchy granola mom. I'm the one that had arnica in her purse. So when her son fell down, he was getting arnica and lavender on him, essential oils. That's me. Yeah, I do things. You can't sleep? Take some vetiver. Oh, you're having, well, try some frankincense. What about some arnica? What about, that's how I live life. Not everybody does, but it matters to me that they've banned over 3,000 toxins. It matters to me that they're way more strict in Korea than they are even in European standards. American standards are a joke. We allow anything to happen here. I want to say something a little sobering, and I may never get a chance to do this again, and you may never hear this again. So I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to tell you now. And I'm not doing this to criticize or to shame anyone. I'm doing it to bring awareness to a serious problem we have. The average baby today is born before he or she takes its very first breath. Studies have shown with an average of 287 chemicals inside that baby. 217 of those are known to cause nervous system damage. 208 of those cause birth defects. And 180 have been identified as causing cancer. So before a baby has taken its first breath, it's coming in poisoned. It's coming in with a toxic load. How are we expecting it to even function? Are we surprised at all the childhood illnesses, the allergies, the reactions? Then once they get born in the hospital, God only knows what happens, right? So as I said, I see a lot of people, lots, and it's getting younger and younger. And 20 years ago, I did not see kids with anxiety disorders. 20 years ago, I did not see children with panic disorders. I did not see, nobody heard of 13-year-olds mutilating, cutting themselves. No one ever heard of that when we were growing up. Who did that? Nobody. You know how common it is now? I see it every single week in practice. Anxiety, depression, PTSD, panic attacks, confusion, loss of emotion, depersonalization, brain fog, confusion, memory loss, loss of taste, loss of hearing, loss of smell. Sound familiar? Hair loss, all these things that people are hearing about. Thyroid dysfunction, insomnia, adrenal dysfunction, and seizures. Super common. I'm seeing them more and more. I'm going to put the pieces together here because I don't want to see one more person get something that they don't need to get that's actually causing all of these. And it has to do with some of this toxic load. Those babies are being born with that toxic load because they're getting it directly from their mothers. And the average woman is slathering on 350 to 400 chemicals a day in the name of beauty, in the name of anti-aging. Now, I want us to embrace aging in a beautiful way. And that requires radical self-love and radical self-acceptance. I can't wave a magic wand and make that happen. People are going to be pushing up against it. I'm going to be pushing up against it maybe. It is weird to see your face change. It's like, I don't think that doesn't look like me. What happened? It's strange. I get it, the whole process. But I don't want to save one person. I kind of want to save everybody from exposure to the most toxic poison known on earth. That's a fact. It was started as a biological weapon of war to kill people. It spreads from the site of injection. It disrupts the gut microbiome. It crosses the blood-brain barrier. It paralyzes your brain cells, your heart, your lungs, your muscles, your face, and numbs you from having emotions and expressing them properly. And you can walk into any med spa, maybe any hair salon, and for $300, you can get 50 units of something we call Botox. And if I can do anything to make any of you and your children and your grandchildren never have exposure to that, which is the most toxic substance on earth known to man, that is not a lie, started as a biological weapon of war 100 years ago. And anybody can go take a weekend seminar and be certified to inject your face with it. And it passes through the placenta to a baby. And we have no idea how to detox it at all. That's what I'm here for. And that to me is what Riman can offer to people, because it is the most extraordinary anti-aging or reverse aging rejuvenation product I've ever seen with zero toxicity. It's giving Botox style and filler results without any of that risk. People don't understand what this is doing. I didn't understand what it was doing until I studied it. And they're not being told the truth. So I've been talking about the dangers of Botox and fillers for a very long time, but it's been hard for people to go, well, I hear you, but I still don't like what I see in the mirror. I feel ashamed. I don't recognize myself. I don't want to make love to my husband. I don't want to get water on my face and have the makeup come off when I'm on a weekend with my boyfriend. But now you can. Riman is doing it because it's healing you from the inside out. And we can start with the collagen, with the gut supplement. We start from beauty from the inside out. You should not be beautiful at the cost of your health. Your health should get better. This is healing you at a cellular level, going from the inside or topical. We're going both ways. Growing hair back. I know we're not supposed to say it, but you say what you want. My hair is growing back. So I do use this, and I sent it to my mother. She's like, you can send me more of the hair stuff. I said, okay, mommy, I'll send you more. So there's a little bit of my why, and it matters to me. I don't need you guys to know those stats, but I know every time you're selling this to someone and you're giving the collagen mask and they're having those Botox style results. I'm going to do one tonight because I have a photo shoot tomorrow, and I'll do one in the morning too. So I'm super fresh. You are saving potentially someone's life. I've seen patients go deaf. I've seen them have full face paralysis. I've seen them have suicidal ideation, all directly from Botox. I am tired of it. I'm tired of them thinking that is safe and that's the only option. This is an extraordinary option. And the idea that 20-year-olds are getting it and then 13-year-old little girls are using poisons, get them on this instead. I'm looking at their 20, 30 year down the road. Are they able to have babies? Are they going to be fertile? So please, to me, it's more than just skincare. It's really whole body care. It's your holistic way of saying, and the whole concept of the Korean heritage plants and that ritual of mothers teaching the daughter, like, take time, give yourself a ritual of adornment, of self-care, of self-love. I love it. So there's my testimony on this and why and the products and what the ingredients, the why that maybe some of you have missed. We could do a science call another time, but nobody cares about all that. That isn't important. And can I just do a side note about MLM a little bit on the benefits of this industry, Tim? Can I get 2 more minutes? Okay. So I'm a doctor in private practice. Again, 6 practices. 1 was a miserable failure. Sort of. It was a financial failure. It closed the doors. Because I'm the type of doctor that did this just because I wanted to help people. That's it. I was so dumb and naive. I opened my first practice with something called box on a wall. That meant there was a box on the wall. And you put in what you could afford. We didn't last a year. I tried really hard. I'm that kind of doc that struggled to get paid. I felt guilty for someone paying a sick person giving me money. Like, I wish I could just do it for free. I tried. It doesn't work. You can't pay a rent like that. So it's taken me a journey to learn how to make a business profitable and not feel guilty at the same time. At one point, I had a private practice. I pretty much donated most of my money to a nonprofit, and I was flipping houses on the side just so I could make money because I felt so guilty. So I had to get myself congruent with I deserved to make money. But I'm going to tell you, one of the industries that helped me do that tremendously has been network marketing. This direct sales network marketing industry I've been in for about 6 years. The practice, I make a good living and I help people and I can give away stuff and do price reductions and have gratis cases and do whatever I want because the network marketing gives me a freedom in travel, community. Private practice is very lonely. This has given me fun. It's given me purpose to go have like water cooler talk with people. And it has given me quite a bit of money that helps me fund some of my nonprofit kind of stuff in practice, as well as an exit strategy. So a lot of doctors in private practice, we don't really have an exit strategy. We're working. If we're not working, we're not making any money. This helps me make money when I sleep, and it helps me make doctors money when they sleep so they can take some time off. So maybe they can write a course or they can write a book or they can just have a vacation with their kids for a change and they're not always gone. So this has given me time. I had to close my practice temporarily because my son had a brain disorder himself and got very sick. And it was this industry that allowed me to do it. That money could come in and I could leave the state, take him to get specialized care for 2 years. And I didn't lose my house and I didn't lose my cars and I didn't have to stop sending my mom money because network marketing, I learned how to leverage myself and have a team working with me and teaching me. And I've grown tremendously and been blessed to be even be on medical boards and formulate products for them. It's a fun industry and it's built on, I don't win unless you win. I don't make any money unless I'm helping teach you how to make money. I'm a college ball player. I can't think of anything better than that because my whole team has to win. My whole team has to score. Like, who cares if you're an MVP if you lost? You know what I mean? That's stupid. So I think it's a beautiful industry in and of itself. And I was almost ready to walk away from some heartbreak and some disappointment and some betrayals I experienced before. And Riman has come along and giving me my own rebirth. So I'm really grateful. And I hope you consider joining us. We have a good time. And it's pretty light, it's skincare. I'm crying and I'm a very sensitive person and I feel big feelings, but it's fun. It's fun helping people feel beautiful again. It's fun getting messages. Oh my God, I usually avoid mirrors and now I look in the mirror and I can't believe that. I never normally feel sexy, but I feel sexy for the first time. That's a beautiful thing to hear from 50 and 60 and 70-year-old people. I love it. So thank you, Tim, for the time. And I know it was a little long, but
no, it's perfect. I'm going to get out of the way quickly, make room for you. This was unbelievable. Like it was so, I'm over here getting teary eyed. You do such an amazing job. Obviously, every time your mouth opens up, good things come out. It was just an honor for you to be able to be with us and having the smartest person I know, which is Dr. Rimka, and probably the dumbest person that I know myself on the call.
I want to be as dumb as you one day, Tim. I'm trying. Listen, one of my favorite phrases is go ugly fast, go ugly early, go ugly hard. I'm really into you. Like everybody, I want you to make mistakes. We are not striving for perfection. And I love that about you. And I love that your story. I'm like, how old? I'm like, listen, if I can fail forward as well as this guy, show me what you got. Like I love it. I'm late to the game at 50, but so.
You don't look it. That's for sure. Well, thank you so much for being with us, man. I'm so fired up. I'm going to finish up real quickly. I'm going to go through it very, very fast. I know everybody's time's super valuable, but just, real briefly, obviously we went through a lot of this information already. Everybody, this is my before and after. I'd been in skincare for 14 years. So obviously, like I always make fun of my wife. I say, you were kissing that ugly guy. What's wrong with you? So that's what I used to look like prior to using the products. We all know how traditional supply chain works. By the time it gets to the customer, it's all marked up. They give us the opportunity to be able to promote the products directly to consumers. You can do it on online social media. You can do it through, getting obviously retail businesses to promote the product. Salon owners, you can also obviously, just bring it direct to consumer. Anybody that that has skin is a perfect person to talk about this product to. If you will go out and enroll 10 new customers a month, for a 12-month period, right? If they're averaging 250 bonus points, then you're adding 10 new customers that every month are spending that 250 bonus points, which is right around less than $300 a month. And you're at 40%, you're making an extra 12,000 a month residual, right? If you enroll only 5 customers a month, you work a little bit less, but you're at that doing the same job and you're at 40%, you're at 6,000 a month residual, right? And if you obviously enroll 0 customers a month, you're not going to be looking too good from a customer acquisition perspective, right? So you want to make sure, obviously, that we are all about getting customers, whether you're at 10% or 40%. And I'll just show you how to go from 10 to 40. Right when you get started, you're 10%. Okay, you're not going to be there for long, right? I know that my mentor always told me, he's like, hey, some people get excited when minimum wage goes up. He goes, it's only exciting if you're planning to stay there for the rest of your life, right? So it's kind of like the same concept. You're not going to be there for very long because as soon as you start sharing the product, sharing the opportunity, you're going to become a manager right away. Now you're at 20% base commissions plus a 5% extra product credit availability that we will show you how to get in training. All you got to do is basically acquire 3,000 bonus points between you and anybody that you personally sponsor. We'll go over the details later on how this works. Senior manager do a good job of sharing. People ask me, it's like, what's the secret to this business? Is sharing. That's it. Like, all we've got to do is share. And the more that you share and the more that you care, the better you're going to do with this opportunity. And sometimes it takes a little bit long. I mean, it's just like walking, right? Some people, my little guy, my little eight-year-old, when he was like 6 months old, was walking already, right? Some of my other kids, it took them a long time, right? So some walk fast, some walk slow, but we didn't give up. We didn't give up on any of them, right? So it's the same type of concept. Maybe you're a fast starter, you come out the gate swinging, hitting home runs, or maybe it takes you a little bit of time and you got to focus in on batting practice. Doesn't matter. We're going to be there for you every step of the way. We're all here to support each and every one of you, no matter what team you're on. It's Riman team. It's one team, one dream, and we're helping everybody win together. So I'll give you an example. A team leader, that's obviously a very lucrative position. If you have 250 open line planners for the month come in and you help everybody get 10 customers at 250 bonus points, you're going to make up to a 30% override, right, as a team leader. So if you have 250 open line planners for the month and you're at 15% average, you're at 90,000 a month, obviously, residual income there. So, and that's kind of a no-brainer. If you do 25, you're at 9,000 a month. And obviously, if nobody gets any customers and they just get started, we're not looking for that. We're customer acquisition model. It's all about customers, but we'll teach and show you how to do it. When you first get in, it's $20 to be a planner for a year of services. People ask me, I was doing a talk today with a group, a brand new organization that we just started building out of California. And they asked me, they said, what's the biggest drawback of Riman? And I said, the reality is that the products are too cheap. I'm used to, the products that I sold before were like $500 bottle of cream, right? I'm selling a $500 bottle of cream and our product's $60 and it's 1,000 times better than anything I've ever seen. So, I mean, if our products literally were like $500 or $600, I think this business would be a lot easier. But since it's so underpriced and it's so affordable for everybody to be able to get, sometimes people look at it and they go, only $60? They're not used to that. If you're spending $1,200 or for La Prairie or whatever product that you're using, and you say $60, you just don't think it's possible to have such a great product. I mean, and when you get started though, they have these sets that are available right now. The starter sets are really amazing this month. This is the baby starter set. This is the toe in the water guy. If you just want to try out the products, you want to basically just dip your toe in the water. Don't think that if you get started with this small set that, that we're going to treat you any differently. But a lot of people, they'll get started with this set. And then once they see how great this is, they'll automatically upgrade. They automatically upgrade. They go, man, I want to upgrade. I want to get another kit, because you're allowed to get as many of these starter sets within your first 30 days as you want, right? So right away, people usually upgrade if they get one of the smaller sets like that. And then obviously the biggest set available is the premium. A lot of people get started this package. And if they don't get started this, they usually upgrade. Because they say, wait a second, I need to get all these products. I'm not going to be able to promote something that I'm not using. So I got to use the product so I can create a testimonial. So this is Starter Kit Premium. This is the biggest package available. And like when I got started, I got a bunch of these because I wanted to be able to have products on hand, right? So I got a bunch of these, but get started wherever you feel confident. There's a small package for the toe in the water person. People want to treat it a little bit more like maybe a business. They've got bigger packages available as well. Get started where you feel excited, right? This is in Canada, same type of situation. The currency is a little bit different there, but the same situation. We've got a lot of Canadians on the call. So, I know you guys want to know what it's all about. So we're going to tell you guys what their packages are about. So here it is. This is the premium, same type of situation as we got in the US, just a little bit different there with the currency exchange. But bottom line is get started where you feel confident, where you feel comfortable. You do a really good job helping people win, helping people succeed. And guess what happens? Boom, you automatically get promoted. You get the director position. How do you get there? Helping people become, basically get managers, right? How do you become a team leader? You have 10 managers. How do you become a director? Have 3 team leaders. So it's basically, 30 managers. You help people, people become a senior director. How do you do that? 60 managers, right? National director is basically 120 managers. It's just focusing on your new people. That's really the secret to our business. Trust me, that's when we got started and we hit national director in, 6-7 months, is because we just focus in on getting new people to manager. That's the secret to our business. Once you help people make money, there's leadership check match. This is the back end residual. This is what I'm building for, is this, this portion of my check is all I care about. When I got started, when I looked at this leadership check match, I said to my partner, I have a business partner, Chris, I said, Chris, we got to get this portion of our check up to 100, 200,000 a month ASAP. So this is the best, to me, is the best work, because if you help people make money, you're going to get paid a little bit of a check match on helping them win, so that we have that available. Why is that important to you as a brand new person? You're going to get a lot of support. You're going to get a lot of people helping you, because the more money that you make, that's how we obviously have long-term residual income, right? In this check match situation, right? So that's really exciting. Question tonight that I've got for you is if not you, then who? If not now, then when? And if not this, then what? Because this thing's going to happen. It's going to take off like a rocket ship. We're just getting started. Like literally, I look at it as I haven't even gotten started in Riman yet. I've been here less than a year, way less than, it's like I feel like I haven't even gotten started yet. And I'm letting you guys know this thing is going to grow like wildfire through a dry brush field. And we're looking for somebody that's going to take it seriously and learn how to do it. Everybody wants to join the band, right? When the band is marching down the street, but the key is joining the band when the band is forming. That's where you want to join the band, is when the band is forming. And we're not looking for people to join the band. We're looking for people to want to grab an instrument and help us out. So if you like what you heard tonight, get back to your buddy that invited you on. And I really appreciate Dr. Rimka joining us, man. You are unbelievable, on fire. Every time the leaderboards come out, Dr. Rimka is always at the top, leading the charts, leading the way, building such a rock star organization and helping so many people win, following her lead. And every time I get a chance to hear from her and learn from her, I get excited. So God bless each and every one of you. Thank you, Doctor. And any last words before we wrap up?
Yeah, thank you for that. So why do you see me on the top of the leaderboards? Because I'm concerned with helping people. If you focus on helping other people, you will be taken care of. So like you said, you help get people the manager. You teach them how to do that. You teach them how to fish. They can take care of themselves for life. You keep going on the next one. And once they get to senior manager, team leader, you make sure they know how to teach their people how to become manager. I focus on how many people can I help today. If you do that, I promise you'll make it.